I did not expect this. Let me tell you what happened. So, oh my goodness.
But she ain't never seen the world of. She a wanderlust, but she ain't never seen the world of.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Funmi-Layo. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure to like this video because it helps other people to see the video, and make sure to subscribe because we have awesome content on this channel. Today I'm going to be telling you guys why I moved, and well, a recent unexpected move. I don't know, it's complicated. And then we're also going to be discussing Vlogmas. Okay, so first off, hey, it's been a minute, not that long, but you know, it's been like almost 2 weeks, if not that. I just had taken some time off and whatever. I didn't plan on it, but then it just happened. But I was making sure to make posts and ask you guys questions in the meantime, so that when I was coming back, I would be able to come back with things that you guys actually really want to see. You know, I want to make sure that I'm giving content that you guys want to watch, but also that I want to make. You know, gotta find the balance. But yes, you guys. So as you guys can probably tell, because the setup is still different since I've been home, I am still not in DC. You guys, I did not expect this. Let me tell you what happened. So, oh my goodness. Okay. So it's not even that deep, but really, I moved out of my apartment complex that I was in with my roommate, and you guys saw the moving vlogs. If you haven't, go watch the moving vlogs. It's honestly a saga or whatever. I think that's what you call it when it's like a series of different things that happen that include some ups and downs. But I went through that, and me and my roommate, we were looking at different places. Again, comment down below if you want the apartment hunting videos, because I have those from places that we were looking at. So the plan was, what I told her is like, okay, girl, like, look, you know, we both working remote, you feel me? So let's go home for a little bit. And then after, because our lease ended, so like, let's go home for a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll move into our place, because we had already viewed some places that we were thinking about. So we're like, all right, when we'll come back, like, we'll move into a place, like, you know. And so we did all that, put our stuff in storage, this, that, and the third. And then the plan was like in December. Okay, my idea was December. I think she probably wanted to do a little bit earlier, but I was like, if we can make it like December, that would be best for me. So then she had hit me up. She was like, all right, you know, it's approaching that time. Like, are you ready to go? Like, what's good? And then I was like, but at this time, right, my work had said that our working remote, like, it was going to be extended. So the expected time I was supposed to start back at work is no more. So it's going to be even later, significantly, right? And so I was like, ooh, I don't know, you know? So I'm over here thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I've never spent this much time at home, period, just because, I don't know, ever since years ago, ever since I went to college, I've never really spent more than like 2 weeks, maybe 3. Most likely not even, honestly, at home. I haven't. And then it was like college and work, and then, yeah, I just never spent that much time at home. But I come and visit, but I never really like spend a significant amount of time, like a strong amount of time. And I was like, dang, like, I've gotten to spend a lot of time already, but does it make sense for me to go back to DC? And what I told myself is, when I go back, because y'all know before, I wasn't going anywhere. I was in my room until towards the end, I started going to the mall, which is amazing. I love it. I love the mall so much. And obviously my grocery store visits, like, I love taking walks to the grocery store, whatever. And occasionally I would just take walks, but usually it's just the grocery store. And then I went to the mall like twice, maybe 3 times before I came. And yeah, so anyways, I had done that or whatever. Where am I in the story? Okay. So yes, my mindset was, when I go back to DC, I'll be out and about and I'll be doing things. But then I was like, bruh, it's winter. Is it that serious? You know, summer, if I wanted to really be about it, I would have done it during the summertime. But no, I really wouldn't have done it anyways, because COVID had just started, and it was just way too risky. And I was really scared, honestly. But yeah, so now I was like, dang, it's now time, and I am still gonna be working remotely. Do I really just want to go back and just like mainly be in my room? Even though I say I'm gonna push myself to be socialized. Why? It's winter. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong though. I socialize no matter the season, but I'm just saying, like, why would I force it? You feel me? When it's winter and we're in a pandemic, you know? So it's like, how smart does this seem? But I still love, like, I love DC. You guys know this. If you watch my videos, you know I love DC. But, you know, it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense for me to go back and be paying rent when I still had more time, like a significant amount more time where I'm not going to be at work. So where I'm not going to have to go to work in DC. So might as well save some money on rent and like spend some more time with my family. So I was debating with the decision because I'm like, yo, I really, really like my roommate. I honestly, you guys, when I was debating it, because like my main reason was, and I told her if she didn't agree, I probably would have just signed a lease with her. I told her, but I said I would kind of, you know, think about it. Like, let's go home for a little bit because it just makes sense, you know? And yeah, so I debated about it. I talked to some people about it. You know, we're discussing with friends, discussing with just different people. And I was talking to my mom about it. And I just came to the conclusion, like, what is best for me in this season right now is to just stay and take some time before I go back. Like, I should go back closer to the time that I would start work, because it just doesn't make the most sense. Because yeah, okay, I could push myself to go out, but why? You know what I mean? Like, it's winter and it's a pandemic. You know, like, what I'm gonna do? And you know, I think like now places are on lockdown now even more, so it's like, you know, and would have been moving in, honestly, today. Would have been moving in today. I think so. Would it be today? I don't know. It's usually like the first week move-in times. I'm trying to remember like what the move-in dates were that we saw. But yes. So I realized, I was like, nah, I don't think I want to do this. Do I want to lose my roommate? No. But at the same time, I was like, it just doesn't make sense for me right now to do that. And honestly, I just felt like God was just telling me to stay home. I don't know. Yeah, I felt like I was like, no, chill, just like stay here for now. So I was like, okay, I guess, you know. It was a hard decision to say the least. It was a really hard decision, because you guys might be like, oh, well, you know, it's just easy. You just stay home with family, you know. But I like, number one, I really love DC. And I don't even know why, you know, I mentioned different reasons in my other video, but like fundamentally, I don't know, but I just like living there, and I like being in the city in the midst of things. Like, the location is awesome. Even if I'm not going anywhere, I like knowing that I have that accessibility, you know, that I can just get up and just, you know, move about. And it's kind of different, you know, when I'm home. It's just different. And also my mindset is also different when I'm home. Like, I'm bum status. Like, pretty much now I spend I took, you know, obviously it's been like 2 weeks since I seen you guys, but I just spend my time like working, and then, okay, I'll be on the phone sometimes, but not even as much as when I'm living alone, but I still be on the phone and YouTube. That's literally what I'm doing here. And occasionally, as you guys have seen, like, go out to the post office, or just, but we really don't go out. Like, me and my mom, we were going on walks earlier, but she was asking me, poor lady, she was asking me, and I just kind of was like, oh, I really don't feel like it. When I'm home, I feel like a bum. Comment down below if you can relate. When I'm home, I just don't want to do nothing. Like, I'm just very bum status, like very like homebody vibes, which is not even me. I'm not a homebody. I don't strive to be. Kudos to you if you are, but it's not really, that's not me. I like to be out and about. When I do stay home, I do like spending time at home, especially like especially at home here, and then like in DC too, like in my apartment. Sometimes I feel like super lazy and just like want to just stay home and just do nothing. But when I'm in the city, I want to be doing different things. Like, I want to be out. I want to be you know what I mean? So yeah, so okay, moral of the story is I was like, I don't know what to do, but I decided to call her and let her know, like, hey, this is where I'm at. This is the date that I'm expected to go back to work. I'm not sure if it makes sense for me to come back now, since the date that I thought that, you know, they told us previously that we were coming back to work, it's not going to be the date anymore. And you know, it's a significant difference. So I'm like, where is your mind at? Because obviously she knew I really wanted to keep it going because it was just a good thing. You know, when you have a good thing going, when you have a good roommate situation going, you just want to keep it, bruh. So, you know, I tell you, it was a hard decision. It was a really hard decision. But I told her, and it honestly felt like a breakup, you guys. Like, it felt like... It felt, not that I really know what a breakup feels like, but what I imagine a breakup to feel like, that's what it felt like. It felt like, well, an official breakup, but it just felt like, oh my goodness, like, it's not me, it's you. Because I was telling her, I was like, oh, I really want to room with you, but like, this situation, I just don't know what to say. It's not even, you might think I'm so dramatic, and low-key, it is kind of dramatic. It was kind of me being dramatic, but I really felt that way. Like, it hurt to say. My heart was like, dang, like, you know, the one that got away, the one that got away type vibes. And she was like, you know, I know, you know, I understand. And I was telling her, though, what I could, because I was trying to, like, feel where she was at, because at the end of the day, we left with the understanding that we were coming back together. So I was also feeling bad for her. It's not fair to her, but also I had to think about, like, my work situation. It did not make sense for me to come back then. But would I, if the conversation went differently, if she, like, really was, like, adamant, like, oh man, like, I kind of, you know, but she was pretty chill. She was like, you know, that, you know, she understands that it seems like, you know, I have to stay here or whatever. And I did say, yeah, I do think that, but like, what are you? No, how I phrased it to her was, we can get a place, right? I'm still down to sign a lease, because the understanding that we had is we're both relying on each other. We found each other, but and obviously she can find different people and I can find different people, but it just works so well. Okay. If it works, it works. And so I was telling her, I was like, I'll sign a lease though. You know, I'll sign a lease, but the only issue is I'm going to have to put a subletter in there. So it's not going to be me. And it's going to be a weird time, because with work, even the date that they're telling us we're going to go in, who knows if we're really going to go in that date. So it might be flexible. And if that person has to leave at a certain time and somebody else might have to come, that's going to be the scenario. And obviously it would be somebody who she felt comfortable with, you know, when we found somebody that she felt comfortable with, they would stay there. But it's kind of not the best situation to be in, you know, because she knows me. So, but obviously she would have to find somebody else and get to know them. But it's like that, I don't know how I would have ended up subleasing it, whether I would have done like a couple months or month to month, because it would have been kind of up in the air. So I told her I would do that, and then she was like, yeah, but I was like, I don't know how comfortable that would be for her. And so she decided to just, you know, try to find other accommodations or whatever. And but I let her know, I said, if all else fails, you know, I got you. Like, I'll sign the lease. You will have somewhere to stay, you know, that you're comfortable with, and this, that, and the third. And so I let her know that. And then I was just like, oh, I was so sad. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. I can't believe that. I wasn't sad, but it was bittersweet. Yeah, I was a little sad, because it was like, oh man, like, I don't know. You know, when you have in your mind an idea of how things will go, and then it's just like things are kind of changing, like turning. So that was kind of where I was at with it. But I was happy to stay home. Because I just felt I feel so calm, and just like, it just feels good to be home. I've never been home this long, and it's an opportunity to spend time with family, and who knows when else I'll ever get an opportunity like this. So yeah, I'm here. But I'm not even gonna lie, you guys, and I'll make a video about it. I was nervous though. I was very nervous to come home, because not to come home, but to like stay home for this long, because you gotta think, it has been years. You know what I mean? Not that I'm just so old, but it has been years. Since I went out to college, I'm 25 now. Since I went out to college, I have never stayed home like this long. But like I told you, like the max I stayed home is like 2 weeks maybe. And that was rare for me to even spend 2 weeks. I think I ended up only one time spending like 2 weeks because I had some days off work, and I don't even know if it was up to 2 weeks really. You know, I know for sure 1 week like during spring break, but no, I never, you know, even summers I was at school. I didn't spend summers at home. No. So I was like, dang, do I even know how to live under somebody? Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's not just somebody. It's my mom. You know what I mean? It's like, it's my family. But still, I'm very used to being independent. I'm very used to being on my own. I'm very used to coming and going as I please, doing whatever I want. You know what I mean? So I was like, dang, will I be able to do that? But then when I came home, it was just like, it's just a peace. Whenever I'm home, it's just a peace about it. You know what I mean? And obviously, yeah, it's still somebody else's rules, but it's like, it's just, I know that for this period, I am meant to be here. Am I excited for when I go back to DC? Absolutely. You know I am. I am excited for when that time comes, but I am honoring the season. I was talking to my friend about this, and we were talking about like, you know, honoring your season that you're in. Accept where you're at right now and where you are supposed to be in this very moment, because it's so easy to be like, and I never realized I did this until this situation, because I was like, dang, like I feel like I shouldn't kind of be here. I feel like when I was debating on my decision, I was like, maybe I feel like I should go to DC because it's like, I'm young, single, like I should be on a scene just a little bit, you feel me? Even though I was in my room, but I just felt like I should kind of be out there a little bit more, because hey, that's what my age range is supposed to be doing, you know? And you feel me? Like that was my mindset, although that it is my personality to go out anyways, but I feel right now in this moment like I do like to stay home too, but I feel like more like a homebody here right now. But I just felt like, no, I'm not going anywhere if I'm here. Like, I'm not going anywhere by myself. Like, I'm not hanging out with people. Like, I'm just in the house, like, period. Like, I'm not, you know, really doing much. You guys did see that one time that me and my mom went to the mall, and she's so sweet. She was like, yeah, because I want to take you somewhere, because you were saying how, you know, if you're here, you're not really going to go anywhere, and if you were in DC, you'd be going different places. And she said, she's just, so what a sweetheart. But she was like, no, I want to take you somewhere to let you know that, you know, just let me know, I'll take you there within reason. But yeah, no. But basically, yes, you guys, what was I even saying? But I realized that no, even though I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something else in like by looking at around and looking at others and looking at what is predisposed in my mind as to what my day-to-day is supposed to look like right now, we're in a pandemic, you know, and I am an individual, and I have to honor the season that I'm in right now, you know. And if I feel comfortable and I feel great, then I just need to like just accept like, hey, it's okay that you're feeling good where you are right now, even if you feel like you're supposed to be more, you know, and all that, you know. And honestly, like, even with being on the scene, like this pandemic, I really had some time to reflect. Like, y'all, I have had my fair share of fun times, okay? Like, fun, good and bad times. Like, I have had my fair share of nights out, you know what I mean? Like, okay, put it out there. I have partied it up. I've done a lot, so it's good. I need I mean, obviously since the pandemic hit, I haven't done anything, but I need this time to just like, I need chill, you know what I mean? Like, let me just relax, you know. And I was thinking about that too. I wish, not really, but I was going to say, I wish I would have vlogged more of that, because I really do be going out and stuff. But I wasn't really, when I was doing all that, I wasn't really vlogging and that type of stuff. But I was like, dang, I kind of wish I would have. And I feel like when I was leaving DC just to come visit home, which now is a sabbatical. Okay, so because I'm gonna be here a minute. I started like vlogging more. You know, I was more intentional about vlogging more. But I feel, especially because of where I lived, like I'm just in the, like I told you guys, I just lived in the city, and I love it that way. You know, and I feel I did. You know, obviously I did appreciate it while I was there, but now when I go back, I'll appreciate it even more because I've had my time to rest. You know, I've had my time to just like woosah, and I've spent my time with my family, which is like, it's really the most important thing. And if there's anything this pandemic, you know, has taught us, it should be like, you never know. You got to value your loved ones. You got to value your loved ones and spend time with the people who mean the most to you. And I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do that. And obviously when I came home, I quarantined over 14 days, took a COVID test and all that. Like, yeah, I really did. Like, we were really about that life here. They do not play over here in my house. You know, we do not. But yeah, and I tested negative because now I was interacting with everybody and everything. But yes, you guys, I want to tell you guys about where I was at with that. So right now in life, I am honoring my season. Okay, I am trying to pay attention to the signs, whatever they might be, but just in sense of like not distracting myself all the time and really just taking things in. And, you know, obviously me being home too, getting more in touch is easier to get more in touch with my spiritual side because like my mom is very, very strong in the Lord. So we're always doing prayers and like all of that, you know, Lord knows I need it. But yeah, no, you guys, it's very interesting time, but I love it. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. My stuff is still in DC because again, I did not plan for this at all. I didn't plan to be here this long and to be here as long as I will be. I don't know if I'll end up having to. I shouldn't have to. By the time I would have to like travel to DC to maybe get something, I'll probably be back in DC in an apartment. So I feel like I should be straight. But yes, interesting times, guys. Interesting times. And I just want to tell you guys, like, hey, if the wind, allow yourself to be flexible and be versatile and go with different things. And even if things aren't necessarily going as how you planned it to go, if it's going well and if it's where you need to be at this certain time, just go with it. Don't be afraid to honor your season. Because that's what I've decided to do, you know? And I really like it. I really like it. Dare I say I love it. Love it here. But definitely am still excited and very much like looking at apartment inspo and everything like that. Because I'm even more excited to move into a place when I go back. And you guys stay tuned because who knows when I go back, like where I'll be moving to, and those videos will be lit. You guys know I'll have you covered. I won't do an apartment tour of my specific apartment when I get it, but like we'll do moving videos, and you know I'll give you guys a little something. But I will drop the video, and comment down below if you want it. Drop the video of apartment hunting because that was. It was so much fun. It was a breath of fresh air, and that was also nice for me. Like literally towards the tail end, being able to look at apartments and go out in that way. So that was pretty cool. But yes, you guys, and so yeah, we're gonna do Vlogmas, I guess, but it's gonna be different because I'm not just gonna be doing vlogs. I told my brother, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing Vlogmas. First off, he was like, what's that? And then I explained it. And he was like, what are you gonna be taking videos of every day? Because he knows, like I said, I'm kind of a bum here. I don't really do much, you know, YouTube, work, you know, I'll be on my phone. It's really it. But I will be doing other videos, and I will be vlogging, and I'll try to be intentional about like being proactive and actually like maybe I'll do like grocery store stuff too, because that's always fun. I love the grocery store so much. But yes, you guys, comment down below and if you got to this point, comment down below, honor your season, and then you can say whatever else you want to say, if you want to say anything else. But thank you guys so much for staying tuned. Does that make sense? Is that English? Thank you guys so much for, yeah, I think so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I look forward to posting. I don't know if I'm going to do every day or every other day. I did a poll, and right now every other day is winning. But we'll see. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much if you watch my videos. I really do appreciate you, and I pray that you honor your season wherever you are, and that you allow God to lead you, and I pray that I allow God to lead me in my decisions, because I can be a little hard-headed. By little, I mean a lot. So, yeah. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm getting chatty. Bye.